Hey guys, welcome back to the DC show.
Did King conquer Miss Minutes?
Stick around.
Because I'll click on that, and then I'm going to...
Sure.
Yeah. What? There's like a hair.
There's a lot of them on your face.
Oh, man. There's a bunch of hair.
What the hell?
Where'd they come from?
Where'd all this hair come from?
I do want to trim my beard again soon. All right.
As you should, once in a while.
All right, guys. So our first topic today is going to be Spider-Man 2, and we've both gotten a chance to finally play it a little bit.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Definitely a very enjoyable game. And I only got through basically the first intro, which is pretty intense. The way the game starts won't spoil anything for anybody, I guess. But how are you liking it?
I'm really enjoying it. I haven't played the other Spider-Man games for a little while now. I took quite a break. There's been a lot of stuff I've been playing in between, and I was able to jump right in. Yeah, there's a few new things.
Most of the controls are pretty...
There's some new traversal stuff and everything, but yeah, the controls are very similar to the original game and to Miles Morales. And I was able to jump right in and not really have much of a learning curve. So if you've played it before and you haven't played this one yet, or if you've played the original and you haven't played this yet, you'll be able to hop right in, I think, without any trouble at all.
It's beautiful. Everything's really just, crisp, and it looks amazing on the PS5. So
I'm playing on fidelity mode. I do have a 120 hertz TV, so I'm able to play on the 120 hertz. I think it's supposed to locked at 40 frames is what I heard on fidelity mode. It's not stuttery at all. It runs really smooth. So I'm really happy with it. I know initially when the remastered came out, even on the fidelity mode on that, I think it ran at 30 frames or so, and it was noticeable. It was kind of choppy. And this doesn't look like that. This looks great so far.
Yeah. From all the reviews and such that I've read, and a lot of people were like, this is an 11 out of 10. This is amazing. Certain people are like, oh yeah, the storytelling's just okay. But they're clearly not watching all the cutscenes. There's a lot to these stories. Also, it's continuation from the other games. So
yeah,
if you haven't played those games, then the story is not going to be as compelling.
Definitely. And that obviously includes the Miles Morales game, because this kicks off shortly after that concludes. So you get to have Miles and Peter together, you switch off between them at some point. Right now, it kind of puts you in with a certain character at the beginning,
because it's just teaching you how to play the game essentially.
Yeah, but eventually, I believe you'll be able to switch between the two. And I did hear multiplayer mode's coming.
Yeah,
which that's really cool. That's one of the things I was talking to my son about. I was like, that'd be a lot of fun if they added a multiplayer mode where you can each control one of the characters and fight together at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool. So,
especially if you get to the point where you can be control Venom or something too. That'd be fun.
Well, yeah. And, and that being said, there's talks of them doing a Venom game if the people want it. And I can't imagine people not wanting that.
Yeah. So up next on the slate for Insomniac is going to be the Wolverine game, which is slated to come out next year sometime, I hope. Nothing's officially announced as far as a date, but everyone's expecting 2024. And then, as well as this is doing, it's the fastest selling PS5 game or PlayStation game ever. I don't know what the thing is.
I'm not sure about sales wise, but I do know most people are considering this to be the best exclusive title for Sony. So,
so if this continues to do well, I'm pretty sure they'll greenlight, from what the rumors have said, is possibly a Venom game where you just as Venom.
Yeah.
And then a multiplayer Marvel game. It didn't specify on what it would be. So hopefully it'll be something like with the Avengers or something I know they did an Avengers game, but something with Insomniac would be really cool to.
Yeah. I mean, imagine that, each getting to play a different hero. I mean, the traversal would be difficult for some of the characters to be kind of on par with each other.
Sure. I'm sure they'll figure something out there.
You just have to add Colossus in there. You could throw Wolverine.
You can throw a lot of people, I think.
You could throw a lot of people, yeah.
That would be dope, though.
Yeah.
And then the other thing would be Spider-Man 3, the continuation from this game. Because I haven't finished it, but from what I've heard, it sets it up for another game.
So far, I've done a really good job of avoiding story stuff, spoilers and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen any either, but I did see that with the rumors of the other games is they left it open.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, so definitely both enjoying it, sounds like. I don't think we put a lot of time into it yet.
Yeah, I haven't got anything close to the symbiote yet. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. I think that's where it's going to really get exciting when you get to control.
Yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but I have gotten to a point with Harry in the story. Mm-hmm. It's kind of more story stuff, not
Harry Styles.
Exactly. But and if you've played the original game, you know that part of whatever was curing his illness was using that. So we'll see what happens. I don't know yet. I'm excited. I'm having fun, but I don't know. How about you guys? Are you guys playing Spider-Man 2? If so, how are you enjoying it so far?
Yeah, and there's another game that you've been playing a little bit of that's now into season 2.
Yeah. So I've been a big Diablo fan for a long time. The original a little bit, but it was, it wasn't the greatest game. It was pretty good and kind of got us into that genre. But then Diablo 2 came out. My brother Tim and I played Diablo 2 a lot, like a lot. So when Diablo 4 came out after a really long hiatus, the Diablo 3 for a long time I've been playing, but Diablo 4 finally was released. It was good, but it got a lot of hate. They made some changes with season 1. So they do like a whole seasonal reset every, I think it's like 3 or 4 months, where you make a new character, start from level 1, and there's some sort of new theme they added. Season 1 was the season of the Malignant. There's a sickness kind of going around, whatever, in that one. And it's an added part of the story to the game. So there is like quests and stuff to do, objectives to do. But they made a lot of changes that kind of nerf people's characters, reduce some of their power and stuff, and people were upset about that. So with this one, season 2, it's the season of blood. It's a kind of a vampire theme. Your character essentially gets bitten by this real powerful vampire, Lord Zir, I believe his name is. And because you have some of Lilith's blood in you, who's a demon, it keeps you from fully becoming a slave to this vampire. So you still get some of the powers from the vampire on top of your normal abilities.
Like Blade?
Yes, kind of like Blade. You're basically a daywalker. Nice. Yeah. But that's a pretty fun mechanic. You get to choose some different vampiric powers to add to your character. And it's a lot of fun. They added a lot of content to do throughout the season to keep you busy, keep the leveling process fresh and new. So I'm definitely enjoying it. I know you really haven't gotten into playing Diablo at all.
Nope.
But
Elon Musk has.
Yeah, he's
streaming
really,
it on X.
Yeah, streaming on X, really pushing his new, that ability of his platform to do some streaming and compete with some other, like Twitch and YouTube out there. So,
and I got a thing when I was on X earlier today saying that you can do audio and video calls now through X. Nice. So they're nice. Trying to be an everything app, literally.
Yeah.
Pretty soon they're going to implement like payment stuff with like crypto and stuff. I mean, he's talked about Doge for a long time, and people have hyped it up, through him. So I'm sure they'll implement some kind of payment or tipping platform for content creators. So that'll be kind of cool.
Anyways, guys, let us know what games you guys playing right now, and which ones you're looking forward to coming out in the future.
Marvel Snap, Game of the Year.
Marvel Puzzle Quest. Oh wait, what?
Sure.
I'm still playing it.
Still.
Even
what about that baseball?
Even
game?
Since last video. The baseball game. Not what was that, Clash Home Run, or not that one?
Yeah, not Home Run Clash. Yeah.
Now I forgot what it's called though.
Yep. And I won't put it up either because no one will ever know the game that Corey likes to play.
They probably won't because it's a really old game.
True.
But it's fun. I'm gonna find the picture. I'm gonna send it to Doug so you can put it in the video.
I have it somewhere. But you sent it already once. But
did I?
You said, it was this game, and you said,
yeah.
But I don't remember what it was either.
Oh well, it's fun. I actually don't play it very often, but occasionally I'll pop in there and hit some home runs.
Nice. Some dingers.
Yeah.
All right. So is the SAG-AFTRA strike finally coming to an end?
Yeah, it seems like that could be the case. Hopefully, the studios put forward an offer, and it's supposed to be the best offer they put forward so far. Mm-hmm. SAG was going to meet with them the next day, which would have been today for us, Wednesday the 25th. Yeah. They asked for an additional day to review it so that they can kind of put forward their comments and their concerns probably, and their counteroffer, I'm assuming. But they're talking now, and for a while their talks kept breaking down. So they were going to meet 2 days in a row, essentially. They did put it off for a day, but it wasn't that they canceled the talks just because they're upset. They just wanted to have more time to put together, kind of their counter, I think. So hopefully come Thursday, the 26th, hopefully there's some good news coming. Yeah. I think we're now at over 100 days, 104, 105 days, something like that.
So this video will be out after that. So I guess by the time I edit this, we'll know for sure if it had happened, but I'll put some news up either way in the video, even if it's something we don't know about yet.
Yeah. So, I mean, because of this strike, so many things have already been delayed. More things are getting delayed right now. I think if this isn't in soon, a lot of things are going to get pushed back pretty far, I think. Kind of a bummer. So
very unfortunate.
Yeah, we're going to have, I think eventually we'll hit this lull where we just don't have new stuff coming out because there's going to be this void. They've released the stuff that's already been edited and filmed. And
that does suck, but maybe it'll give me a chance to catch up on all these different seasons of these different shows that I want to watch but don't have time to.
Yeah, for sure.
Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sucks either way, but...
Yeah, man. So hopefully the actors get the deal that they're asking for, and this is all said and done. And
pay them. It's pay them fairly. It's all.
I think it's a lot of it.
They're making you so much money.
It's streaming residuals is the sticking point apparently still.
Yeah.
So hopefully they get that sorted out, and by the time you guys are watching this, hopefully there's a deal in place, and the actors get back to work. We start getting some more interesting guests on late night talk shows. Right now they can't have actors on; they just have like authors.
I saw something that said that a bunch of actors are choosing for Halloween to dress up as no movie characters.
Yeah, and
TV.
Yeah, I thought I had heard that the studios said that they didn't want people to. But you're probably right. It probably was the actors. I probably read it wrong.
It could be they don't want anyone to, but I'm sure like the actors themselves are going to be dressing up as. Whatever.
Just generic costumes, witch
and pirate
and Frankenstein's
ghost.
monster. Yeah, the ghost would be pretty funny. The ghost is classic sheet with holes in it. Yeah, that'd be a good one. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it.
Hopefully they get a deal and then we can join. We're actors now.
Are we?
No.
Okay. Guess not.
Sorry.
Got my hopes up for a second.
We could be. I mean, if someone wants to audition us and cast us in roles of Colossus and Captain America. I'm just kidding.
Probably not. Probably not so much.
Be Colossus. You could be Captain America.
I could be Red Guardian, maybe, if I learned to speak in a Russian accent. I'd have to do a Russian accent for Colossus too, though. So why is it all Russian characters? I really like David Harbour. I'm sorry. And he's got the beard and everything, and he's a little thicker,
Thick with 2 C's.
Yeah, then he went and got all like super fit and stuff for some of the other roles, like Stranger Things and Hellboy.
Was he pretty fit in the racing game movie?
He's trim, man. I mean, you don't really see him. He's wearing a jacket probably the whole time, but he definitely seems trim and fit, for sure.
What's the game movie?
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo. Yeah. I can't think of it. Oh,
that game.
My brain thinking.
It's Forza, right? They made a Forza movie.
Yep.
No. All right, guys, we're about halfway through Loki season 2, and I don't know about you, Doug, but I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. No, but it's getting. I don't know. Every episode's been a little different, like because they're going to different time periods and different things. As of what we're recording this, the 4th episode comes out tomorrow. Yeah. So we've only watched the first 3. So mild spoilers if we do talk about it. But the 3rd episode was really, really good. I enjoyed that one a lot. And they're kind of in the 1860s to 1890s range with Victor Timely.
Yes.
Something like that. It's the late 1800s. It's like in Chicago.
Yeah.
With like the World's Fair. Or, I don't know.
I think it was 1860 something and then to 1890 something. It jumped, right?
1893.
25 years or something like that.
Because it showed Victor Timely as a kid and Rebecca Tormenay.
Renslayer.
I don't know. I remember her real name, not the Renslayer name. But anyways, I guess her and Miss Minutes were working to give him the TVA guidebook.
Well, Miss Minutes knows the plan. She obviously has the plan from him, He Who Remains
before he died.
And she didn't really let Renslayer know what the plan was. She just said, "Hey, bring this item and put it through that window." She didn't even know it was a book.
Yeah, because it was wrapped up.
Yeah. But clearly it was just put there as a failsafe, probably if something happened to He Who Remains, to teach a new variant essentially.
Yeah.
So he got Obi's TVA handbook.
Yeah. And when that picks up with Loki and Mobius traveling forward in time to which was now a branch timeline. It wasn't on the sacred timeline anymore. When he first got the book, it was part of the sacred timeline. And then when they go to the future, it's now a branch timeline because he originally probably didn't have that book.
Yeah. So it changed.
So it kind of made a new branch. Yeah. So they went over there and Victor Timely's doing a presentation about how to control the energy through the temporal energy. I don't know exactly what it's called. Something with temporal
loom.
Yeah, he uses the temporal loom and he's like basically like showing it off, and they get some rich people wanting to buy it from him, and they're kind of like they try to con him a little bit to get the price up, and then he's basically like screwing him over, and
we find out Victor Timely's kind of just a con man.
Yeah, pretty much.
He creates these devices and things that basically mostly don't work. And just sells them to people, then kind of takes off and goes into hiding, but now he's met Miss Minutes and Renslayer and ultimately Loki and Mobius. And
yeah, they all showed up, and obviously he didn't know who they were yet. And Miss Minutes scared away the crowd once they found out he was a con man, and got all big and creepy.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. It's getting fun. It's getting interesting. Really excited to see where the series goes.
Yeah. I don't even know. They did show the kind of a cool thing is they showed the scene where they had the statues of Thor and Odin, and they had Balder the Brave.
Balder the Brave. Like, no one knows who that is.
Yeah, exactly. But he was rumored to be in Multiverse of Madness, played by Daniel Craig. And I guess when he was asked about that in an interview, he played really coy and was kind of like laughing it off, like, I don't know what you're talking about. So that'd be kind of cool if they bring him in as Balder the Brave at some point, which they're hinting at it if they're showing the statue of him.
Yeah. Mobius knew who he was.
Yeah.
That's Balder the Brave. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's Thor and Loki's brother.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. Amber's really enjoying it. She really likes Tom Hiddleston though, so that's not a big surprise. But
yeah, I'm excited to see where this next episode goes tomorrow and where it ends up wrapping up, because it's going to likely lead into what's the next thing's the Marvels. I don't think it's going to lead into that directly.
No, I don't think there'll be any tie into the Marvels at all. I think the Marvels is going to be quite a standalone. The next thing it'll
lead into would be just the Kang Dynasty, because they'll probably reveal how he gets all the different Kangs.
It's super hard to say right now because so many things have gotten shuffled, delayed, canceled potentially. Kang Dynasty ultimately, but like, is that even happening?
Sorry, I know we're kind of talking, I briefly brought up the Marvels, but did you see them, like the newest like featurette or whatever, where it shows the Bifrost show up? Kind of implying that either Thor or someone might show up in that movie.
Yeah. Did we not talk about this already? I thought we did.
We did not.
Yeah. It's interesting. So they do show what appears to be the Bifrost appearing after she says something about calling an old friend, and they show the Bifrost. It's clearly implying it's supposed to be Thor. I mean,
or Balder the Brave.
But Balder,
I'm just kidding.
I mean, that'd be interesting.
An old friend.
That's not someone that I would have suspected, but
no.
I mean, it was saying an old friend and was showing the Bifrost.
Yeah.
As of right now, the only way to summon the Bifrost is Stormbreaker, because the Bifrost was destroyed.
Yeah.
Heimdall's dead. Unless his son figured out some sort of way to summon the Bifrost.
Maybe.
But I mean, why would that be her friend? Like,
she likes to make friends with little kids.
Yeah, but then they'd have to show backstory as to how or why they're friends.
I know. I'm just joking.
They're clearly teasing Thor.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a coincidence that they released that TV spot shortly after the projected numbers for Miss Marvel came out, and they were very poor.
You mean Captain Marvel or the Marvels?
The Marvels, sorry. Yeah, the Marvels. And the numbers look really bad, and then they released this TV spot showing what appears to be the Bifrost and a silhouette coming through the light shining into the ship. So you can't really make out anything. You could pause it and look at it. You really can't tell, but there's definitely a figure there. It's just barely visible at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who else do you think it could be?
No, it's probably Thor, but just, I don't know. It's kind of interesting, and I don't know if they've always planned for that, or if they saw that it wasn't going so well and they decided like, oh, let's film some extra scenes.
I could see it being like Valkyrie or something.
Oh yeah. That's probably more likely than Thor even. But she's an old friend, and it's probably like you said, a woman power movie. Why would they bring Thor in,
Well, yeah, and that, trust me, I definitely thought about that too.
It's probably Valkyrie.
But Valkyrie would have to have borrowed Stormbreaker or whatever, it could be Love can use, but the friend thing again doesn't make sense. I mean, at least Valkyrie fought with
it's probably
Captain Marvel.
It's probably Valkyrie. She may have like had Thor summon the Bifrost or something. She could have contacted him, but he probably won't be in the movie, is my guess.
That's true. So
I'm sure she has ways of summoning the Bifrost.
the Bifrost, I mean, she is the king of Asgard.
True.
So I'm sure she could just be like, hey, give me that.
Yeah.
You know,
Why not?
give me that thing, man.
I'm sure they'll explain it, but yeah, it's probably more likely Valkyrie now that we're talking about it some more.
But they're teasing Thor for sure, though. Like it probably is Valkyrie, but I think they're teasing Thor in hopes that more people want to go see this movie. I actually
No offense to Valkyrie.
no offense to Valkyrie at all. I really enjoy her character. But like, I mean, Thor, man, you know,
Yeah.
like
It's the God of Thunder.
yeah. And the brief moments they had together in Infinity War, was it Infinity and Endgame, right? Something brief
For sure, Infinity War.
But those moments were pretty funny, right? He's like, I like her, you know.
Yeah.
Or I like this one, I think he says. But
kind of like hint at like they're gonna flirt or whatever a little bit. I don't know. They didn't, but it's kind of like walking by her and looking at each other. And
yeah. But yeah, man, I think that's what's going on. I think they're just trying to sell some more the Marvel's tickets by showing that. And even if it is Thor, it's going to be, I'm sure, a really brief cameo. I know he's kind of said he's taking a break from acting. I mean, he might have shot something, a while ago. Yeah. Or maybe, I mean, I think he said he was going to slow down. I think is the way he worded it. Because he was doing a lot for a while there. Just a lot. So maybe he's like, hey, I'm cool going in filming a cameo for a day or two, you know, but,
speaking of cameos,
yeah,
I did see a rumor. I'm not sure if you saw it, that old Steve Rogers is going to show up in Brave New World or New World Order, whatever it's called now.
whatever it's called now.
Yeah, the new Captain America movie. Yeah. That old Steve Rogers would be showing up is the rumor I heard.
Well, that's cool because they really haven't.
Need to explain
they haven't. That's one of the loose ends that we didn't really discuss. They haven't said what happened with him. There was kind of jokes about in Falcon and Winter Soldier about him being on the moon. There was a presumption by some people that maybe he actually passed. But yeah, come on. Captain America.
Maybe he got pruned.
Wow.
He's going to end up in the, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think he's still around, still kicking. I think it's cool to have him make an appearance as old Steve Rogers.
There's some cool comic storylines with old Steve Rogers, and I have one that I'll put a picture of it with him and Deadpool, which was pretty cool. Like Deadpool's like riding on his back, at least on the cover. That'd be cool with Deadpool coming out soon. That they maybe somehow.
Well, I mean, Sam Wilson needs to have his own movie, right? I mean, you can't make him Captain America and then have him be overshadowed by Chris Evans showing up as young Captain America.
Oh, no.
You know, young Steve Rogers. So it makes sense to have him in there, to have that tie-in with the original.
That or an after credits type of thing where they just kind of show him like, oh, there he is, you know, something.
Yeah. So there's a lot of really cool things they could do soon, and I'm just hoping they do, man. Hoping we get some stuff coming out soon.
In Feige, we trust.
Yeah, I mean, Daredevil now, essentially
restarting from scratch.
New writers, new directors.
You're saying, I know we kind of got this back a little bit, but now you brought it up. They said they filmed like half the season.
Yeah, I heard they had half of the episodes filmed already out of the 18, so 9 episodes roughly filmed for Daredevil, and Feige apparently didn't like it. And he's changing directions now. I'm not sure if you've heard, but they're actually going to start using showrunners, which they haven't done. Someone to oversee the whole project.
Well, he can't do everything, and he's been trying.
Well, yeah, but I mean, a lot of these shows have multiple different directors for different episodes. I think Loki's like that way right now. We have a different director for each episode so far, so you do get a slightly different feel, and things kind of go in a different direction. But there's going to be one person who's going to oversee everything now,
which
for each show.
Wasn't because I know Matt Shackman did WandaVision as well, which he's doing Fantastic Four. So I mean, I think that WandaVision was very cohesive. It flowed well. And probably because it had just the one main guy.
Yeah, there's definitely something to be said about having different directors. But I think you still need someone overseeing the whole project to make sure that things don't deviate too far from each other.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes, man. They're going to start cutting down these amount of shows and focusing on more quality content. And I think we're seeing it with Loki. I know that's been filmed probably for a while now, but I'm enjoying it so far. Hopefully it's kind of a turning with the tides, you know?
Yeah. It's really good. I'm enjoying it and excited to see if Sylvie's actually Enchantress.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Or she's just Sylvie.
Yeah, I mean they haven't really said Sylvie or haven't really said her name at all, huh?
They never called her Loki. They maybe said a Loki or something.
Well, they said she was a variant of Loki.
Yeah.
So they did say that, but I'm looking forward to seeing some of the other Loki variants, though. I'm sure we're going to, right?
I would hope so. I mean, they showed a bunch of them in the first season, so it'd be fun to bring some of those back.
Yeah, some of those are really good.
The Gator Loki.
Gator Loki was awesome. I like the classic old Loki.
He sacrificed himself, though.
Dude, yeah. He was pretty powerful. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, guys. Are you enjoying Loki season 2 so far? Let us know in the comments.
All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the DC show.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
And have a marvelous day. Our hands are like...
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Marvelous day. Maybe like that. Can you do diagonal like that too? You. Have a marvelous day.
I don't know what to do with my hands, Corey. Such a funny movie.
Yeah, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Classic. Sweet baby Jesus.
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
I'm trying to... Is it Magic Man and El Diablo? Is that there?
Yeah. Magic Man. Shake and bake.
Yeah, I don't remember how it goes.
I don't remember either. I think they do it and then they twist.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. It's been a while.
You ever have shake and bake?
A long time ago.
My mom used to make shake and bake back in the day.
Nice.
You do. You shake it, and then you bake it.
It's very apropos. All right, guys. Have a great day.
Bye. Start recording here, and then if I get my... Oh, now... Okay, how do you...
And we're off.
There's a way to do this where you could like see everything, and then...
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like Street Fighter?
Yeah. That actually was a good sound effect.
You win. Perfect.
All right, yeah. So we got some notes ready, and we like messed with some stuff, and we tried out some live streaming that
was terrible. If I'm able to download it, I'll add the clip of our live stream, how it show it all choppy.
I think it's going. Is it going?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to chat with us if it's...
They're probably not going to chat with us, but at least we should be able to go back and see it in our studio, right?
I would imagine so.
Or at least log in and check it out, and that way we can make sure that the audio is indeed working, can make sure that the video looks okay.
Test.
Yeah.
But we tried it. So if you're interested in seeing us do a live stream, let us know in the comments, and we'll set one up. And
no, we are going to do a live stream for sure.
But
even if they don't,
let us know if you're interested.
Even if they're like, nope, please don't live stream.
Just let us know one way or the other.
Yeah, no.
Corey needs the interaction.
I do, you guys. I really need the interaction. I
craves it.
I'm very lonely. Okay.
MT, come talk to Corey.
Oh yeah. Got some heavy spoilers going on. Yeah, no, I really seriously, genuinely do want the interaction. That's one thing I really look forward to with our channel, hopefully growing. It's just to get to have the interaction with the community. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like built-in content, right? Like, gives you stuff to talk about. We might have topics to discuss, but then when people
chat,
people ask you questions or whatever, then you have stuff to talk about to discuss with them, and that's really what I look forward to seeing, where I want to see this go at some point. Like the conversations between us is great, but I'd love to see what other people's input is.
Sure.
And see what things
in real time.
In real time, yeah, for sure. But in the meantime, if you would please just comment on our videos from time to time, let us know you're there. Let us know that you exist.
And let us know if you're enjoying something or not. Because if you're not, we can make changes. We're willing to adjust what we do, a little bit.
We'll probably only cry a little bit if you give us negative feedback, but we'll still take that and we'll learn from it. We'll grow from it.
I won't cry at all. Couldn't stop myself.
I know. It's okay, Doug. It's all right. All right. So how do you want to kick this off?
Hey guys, welcome back to the DC show.
In today's video, we're going to be discussing Spider-Man 2 and Diablo 4
and Loki season 2
and SAG-AFTRA.
Now you know all the topics. Stick around.
I said AFTRA.
AFTRA.
Maybe they, reset and they bring in Foggy and Karen.
They might.
That'd be cool.
That'd make you happy.
It would make me happy.
I'm indifferent to it. I don't really care either way about their characters. They're not bad, but they're not like, oh my god, I love Foggy and Karen.
No, it's just the dynamic
Sorry.
between the three. No, it's fine. You're allowed to
I'm
have
just
your
saying sorry to
opinion.
them if they're watching this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, everyone's allowed to have their opinion.
Love Deborah Ann Wool though.
Even if you're wrong, but whatever. So I'm allowed to have my opinion. Oh, I know. That was talking about me.
Oh,
No, I really like Deborah Ann Wool as well. It doesn't hurt that she's a big D&D fan, which is really cool. She actually DMs her own campaign, which is cool. So
she's a great district manager.
yeah,
What?
yeah. So Deborah Ann Wool, if you'd like to have someone come play in your D&D campaign, let me know. Hit me up sometime.
Yeah, just him though, not me.
I mean, Doug can do it. He's got a Tabaxi rogue. Don't let him sell himself short. It's a pirate.
Arr.
Cat pirate. And
Meow.
we're still, you know what? I think I looked at some of the AI art, and I don't think he was wearing pants.
Good for him.
Some of them. So yeah. So Chungus Supreme, Winnie the Poohing it.
Yeah, he's Winnie Poohing everywhere.
Winnie. Oh man, he does put out fires, or tries to, with his cat urine. That's a thing.
It is.
We can say something about Miss Minutes. I mean, she was pretty creepy in that episode. Miss Minutes, something.
Go back to DC show. In this video, we're gonna
Well, Eric Voss wanted to know if Miss Minutes,
she does.
Victor Timely, or King the Conqueror, or
He Who Remains.
He Who Remains. Yeah,
One of them or all of them.
yeah. I don't.
Old clock orgy.
Other clocks?
This Minutes looks like a clock.
Oh yeah, yeah. You said orgy, so I just pictured a lot of clocks.
Nope, a bunch of Kangs and one.
Oh,
clock.
okay.
One clock and a bunch of.
Just picturing the image of the couch. Miss Minutes and a bunch of Kangs behind it.
I'm gonna make that now.
Oh man.
Bedtime.
Yeah, that is my bedtime reminder. That's funny. And I didn't silence my watch. Something fishy going on between Miss Minutes and He Who Remains. I don't know.
Did OB Miss Minutes?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
But what's the guy's name? Casey? Is that his name?
Casey? He fucks.
It's like
Eugene Cordero, right?
oh, I don't know, but that line it's from what's it called? Silicon Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've seen that in a lot of things,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's definitely from that.
So, this is the team. Whoa. I was just gonna say it. This guy fucks, am I right? Because I'm looking at the rest of you guys. This is the guy in the house doing all the fucking, am I right? You know I'm right. This guy fucks.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up, Al Qaeda? Nah, I'm totally kidding. I'm diffusing the tension with humor.
What tension? This tension?
Nah, of course not. Seriously, no beheadings though, right? Russ Hanneman, how you doing, motherfucker?
Watch that. It's a great show.
You know what? I don't think I watched the last season. I like TJ Miller. I hope he's back in I don't think he's gonna be back.
He retired, I think.
Did he?
I don't know. At least
I like
for a little while.
the dynamic between him and Ryan Reynolds. So
Did Kang conquer Miss Minutes?
whoa.
Sexually?
Whoa. I mean, clearly, yes.
Stick around for that video. We got the exclusive leak.
That's the new trial coming up.
Shit.
Too soon?
You could say did
It's like
something
current.
like that.
It's current.
Did Kang conquer Miss Minutes? And then wink.
I can if you want. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey guys, welcome back to the DC show.
Did Kang conquer Miss Minutes?
Stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the DC show.
Did Kang conquer Miss Minutes?
Stick around.
My hand's too low.
I don't know.
I don't think that even showed.
Doesn't really matter.
Stick
does
around.
it? Does it?
Stick
I don't know. Let's do it again. Just
Stick around. Man, how do I get it? Okay, it's this way. Stick around.
All right.
All right, so we're several episodes into Loki season 2, and I think people are really warming up to it.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that. Start over. Not warming up to
Warming
it.
up to
I think people are warm to it in the first place.
Yeah.
It's Loki. Everyone's warm to Loki.